Dear Chairman of the Conference, dear colleagues and friends, first of all, let me begin by thanking you for giving us the opportunity to share the results of our scientific research on the topic Future Biology Teachers Training for Professional Activity on the Basis of Sustainable Development. Reforms of the education system in Ukraine, its improvement and quality enhancement caused the necessity of the transition to a new type of humanistic innovative paradigm of education, which involves the establishment of man as the highest universal human value and his subject-subject interaction with the objects of wildlife. Correspondingly, there is a need for a significant rethinking of the essence of the educational environment in higher education institutions, structured around certain conceptual dominance generated by changes in the modern scientific picture of the world and value-oriented models of interaction in the society. The relevance of the research topic is demonstrated by the map of environmental crimes of the Russian Federation against Ukraine, which were committed as of March the 23rd, 2023. That's why the development and substantiation of a methodological system of biology teachers training for professional activity in secondary schools based on the ideas of sustainable development is our goal. The research tasks are as follows: to highlight the ideas of the concept of sustainable development, which should be included in the content of future biology teachers training. To identify the ways of integration of education for sustainable development and biology teachers' professional training, and to develop and substantiate experimentally the efficiency of methodological system of biology teachers training for professional activity based on the ideas of sustainable development. We conducted a questionnaire to study the opinion of the students of the second master's level of higher education on the relevance and expediency of the formation of students' ideas of sustainable development, readiness to implement these ideas in the educational process, and diagnostics of the level of formation of students' personal attitude to nature and their moral and value mindset orientations, that is, level of personal property. Examples of the results of students' answers to the questionnaire are presented in this and the following slide. Answering the question, what values of nature and universal human values should be brought up at biology lessons? 55% of the respondents didn't answer. Responding the question, if the received biological education gives you the opportunity to answer the question, what is life and according to what laws it develops, 63% of the respondents didn't answer. In our opinion, such results show a high level of immaturity of the young people's worldview. In this and the following slide, you can see 7 main ideas of the concept of sustainable development, which should be included in the content of future biology teachers training, which we have singled out on the basis of the expert assessment. The analysis of the answers of these ideas, the content of teachers' professional training, and our own pedagogical experience allowed us to develop methodological system of biology teachers training for professional activity in secondary schools. Experimental methodological system combines 3 methods of additional information inclusion in the educational process: multidisciplinary, single-disciplinary, and mixed. According to the multidisciplinary method, it is advisable to include material on the issues of sustainable development of nature in the content of compulsory academic disciplines or components diffusively, in particular, methods of teaching biology and fundamentals of health studies. Along with the environmentalization of the content of academic disciplines, the study of some elective courses of bioeco-ethical direction has been introduced, namely methodology of lessons of sustainable development course teaching, ecological and naturalistic activities of school children, bioethics, and biosafety. For example, the discipline methodology of lessons of sustainable development course teaching is included in order to form students' readiness for education and upbringing on the basis of sustainable development. Development of skills and abilities to conduct lessons using training forums, project and research extracurricular and public environmental and educational activities. To ensure the proposed methodological system, we have developed educational and methodological support for teachers' training on the basis of sustainable development. This slide shows some of the textbooks. After conducting the summative experiment, we carried out the examination of the students' knowledge quality concerning the ideas of the concept of sustainable development, the results of which are shown in this slide. Let's analyze one of the indicators of the students' knowledge quality. The obtained data, according to the indicator knowledge completeness, allowed to determine that the students from experimental groups acquired more complete knowledge. 87.1% of respondents from these groups gave complete and correct answers. There were only 61.5% of students who answered in such a way in control groups. 2% of students from experimental groups and 5.7% of students from control groups didn't answer the question. All these results confirmed that training with the application of experimental methodology enhances the quality of students mastering appropriate knowledge, which is reflected in the change of students' grades, that is, points, and these changes are not accidental. Thus, we consider that the study is available for the improvement of the system of pedagogical education in general and the natural sciences field in particular, regarding the creation of the training base for teachers of new generation with ecological style of thinking based on the ideas of sustainable development, with a high level of responsibility before present and future generations for the results of their activities in natural and social environments. That, ladies and gentlemen, was what we wanted to share with you. Thank you.